I know you mad cause they rock with this. I know you mad cause I'm popping shit. I know you mad you can't drop like this. You mad I'm gon' shine, you can't stop the shit. Why you hating, they love me for what I do. Keep it so G, yeah, that's how I move. You thought you could see me, I change of view. Got a man when you win, niggas pray you lose. Ayy, you talk down.
Welcome back, you guys. It's another episode of Uncork'd. It's your boy Corwin, aka Pimp Daddy. Here on the right, we got
95 IISSX, 1/3 of Jacktown classes, 1/4 for Act Accordingly.
aka Zaytoven.
True.
Am I next?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Friends call me Jones. People that don't know me call me Tap. I love tap water. Y'all can call me well, since y'all watching the podcast, you call me Jones. But my government is Jonathan.
Hi, Jones.
What's up, baby? It's Arthur. That's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all know who it is, I guess.
What do you want to tell Uncork'd right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Oh, shit.
So on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about red flags.
My flag.
Red flags.
That's one of Zay's favorite songs.
I was listening to that shit on the way to work the other day. I was hype as a motherfucker. I ain't never been hyped to teach. That bitch about to do some push-ups and everything.
What you teach? Well, not mine. Calvin say you might need to. I know you teach.
No, look, let me tell you. My first couple weeks there, right? I heard a student rapping Black Bandana by Battlefield Pierre.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first off,
Why do
you
you
too
know
young
that?
for that shit.
Do you even know that?
Why how you even know that song enough? He rapped the whole first verse.
Yeah,
It wasn't just like the chorus now. I'm like, oh nah, you niggas different. You young niggas different. But whatever.
But you don't teach in Jackson, do you?
I do not.
That's the crazy part.
That's what I'm saying. To be fair, where I do teach, it's not as surprising. If I was on like a Pearl or something, it'll be more surprising. Where I'm at, it ain't surprising.
That kind of just narrowed it down.
Was that a red flag when you heard him rapping Black Bandana?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't need to run into him at no gas station. No. Like everybody else in uniform, he in black jeans and a hoodie. I'm like, nah, brother.
Yeah, you leave that brother alone.
What one of these things is not like the other.
Alert.
Let me migrate back to my classroom.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, so today, guys, we talking about red flags. And so basically, we're just going to ask the fellas what are some of the red flags that they see in people? And also, what are some of the red flags that's in with themselves?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, juicy. So anybody want to start
tough,
and
man.
take off? What you rather do? Was your red flag first or what you see in other people?
Ooh-wee. Let's start within ourselves. You gotta start with yourself first.
Yeah.
If you can analyze yourself, then you can analyze what you need for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I've been learning that through various podcasts and then self-reflection and all that good stuff. But I don't
Man, look, I'll start this thing off, man. We talking about ourselves.
Mr. Red Flag himself.
So check this out, man. This was Friday. Girls text me saying, hey, she did her little spiel about, feelings and whatnot. I gave my response.
Is it the same one that you
No, it's a different one.
Player.
Nah, man, it's not like that, man. We just homies, dog.
Go Tigers?
We just chilling.
Change the G to an H. And take out the Tigers. Cause that's what you got.
And she was, I did my spiel and she was like, man, there you go again. Being all disassociating and whatnot with these general ass messages and stuff like that. So, I would assume I really
That's one of your red flags.
yeah, that was one of my red flags, I guess.
You don't communicate or
I mean, I do communicate, but I guess apparently the things I say are not it's not personal, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I just be making general statements.
So to them, it's like you're not as interested as you should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time,
so
I let her know that a long time ago. But
so you were leaving them in limbo.
yeah, I operate in a gray area.
That's a pretty big red flag.
I mean, it's great.
So I got a question. Does that red flag only exist when you're not interested, or does that
No, it's just there. By interesting and nothing like that. It's just who I am.
So I'm saying, does that gray area turn colorful when you're interested?
No, not really. It's just who I am. I mean, y'all know who I am and how I be. So, I mean, it's just who I am in general. But I guess as far as a relationship thing, that's not really a good thing.
Definitely not.
Red flag.
About the other
Alert.
big bone. Well, I was
See, I'm whining right now.
So you feel like you got another red flag? That's the one you.
Oh, no, that's it, bro.
That's it.
Other than that, I'm a great guy.
Almost 6 feet.
I'm 6 feet.
That'd be nice.
I'm 3/4 off from 6 feet, so I'm 6 feet with these shoes on.
You 1/4 off 6 feet. If you,
Oh yeah, I'm 1/4. I'm 5'11", 3/4. So
you know, they view that as this is 6 feet and this is 5'11" and 3/4.
but with shoes on, bro, I'm up here, dog. I can.
That's how I feel like with Tim's. I'm right here.
Yeah. See,
Ain't no way you see 3.
I'm not cool.
Must be nice.
Man,
the same girl did hit me and said, "Man, I can't wear heels. I want to lean on you," because she was about my height when she had the heels on. You know how they did a little lean, put their head on your shoulder type thing.
You like
Yeah.
Amazon, huh?
Hell yeah! I'm trying to get me a point guard, shooting guard, any motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, I take a professional volleyball player at this point.
Oh, they tall as hell too, man.
Yeah.
6'4", 6'5".
And they can jump.
Exactly.
what does jumping have? Never mind.
Like athleticism.
You think about your offspring.
Yeah, that's,
It's
right.
right.
That's some good genes.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Athleticism.
Right, like
This nigga trying to be LeVar Ball.
So what your dating criteria is? What's your vertical?
I'm trying to.
I need your vertical. I need your 40 times.
I'm trying to breed a goat out here, bro. Yeah.
I feel sorry for my kids because I ain't looking for no tall women. I'm not against them. I'm just ain't searching them out, and they probably ain't searching me out either. But that's neither here nor there. Red flags.
Fine, man. Get your little line. He said a little running back or linebacker or something. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I really got to think about this. I feel like procrastination is one of my red flags. Another thing, I hate texting, period. So I much rather talk on the phone, but some people might view me not wanting to text or me being late with texting as a red flag. And to a certain degree, sometimes I know it's not a red flag, but sometimes my ability to communicate feels like a red flag. And the reason I say this is because I feel like I do it effective enough for somebody to comprehend, but like when I try to communicate with somebody and tell them what I'm actually thinking, they don't reciprocate it or they get offended. I'm like, why? So it's not my red flag, but I mean, I don't know. But procrastination is one, and definitely me not want to communicate the way they want to communicate in regards to like text messaging, and I ain't got all day to be texting you. Even if I really, really like you, if I'm busy, I'm not going to text you back immediately. I probably got more. I'll think about it as the show go on.
Say this.
I think my biggest one at this point in my life is on the lines of communication. And I said this on the show, I think it's episode 28 of Jet Time Classics. Y'all can go check that out.
Plug it in.
A lot of times my actions don't match my words. I'm good with my words as far as conveying how I feel and all of that and just saying what I mean. But I can say that I care about you and I like you and whatever, but my actions may not line up with it, and it can cause some mixed signals unintentionally. And I think what it comes down to is that at this point in my life, being in a relationship or being romantic with somebody is not a priority. I like it and I enjoy it, but that's not what I'm focused on right now. So my actions are gonna show that I'm not focused on that.
Yeah.
Although I may tell you that, you know, I like you and I want to be around you and whatever. So that could be viewed as a red flag. But I do agree with the procrastination too. That's something we got to come.
I am the opposite. The opposite. I got my actions are there, but the words, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on me. So I got a couple of them, but the biggest one is as far as texting and calling. That's a huge one with me. I do not have to talk and text to somebody every day. To most people, that's a red flag. I literally do not. And I can be full-blown interested in you and do not have to talk to you every goddamn day. Because that's just me. So it's like, especially when they come to texting, I'm a terrible texter.
Me too.
I just tell people up front, like, if you're going to text me, you got to text me at the right times. I got to be in the mood for it. I got to be probably at work. Because if I'm off, I'm not looking at my damn phone. I don't care. But it's like, I'm not going to text you all day unless I'm truly interested in what you got to say. And even that gets old after so long. You know what I mean? You text somebody all day, every day for the first 2 or 3 weeks of knowing them. What is there left to text them? So now you have to call all day. You know, you call. And don't call me all day. I don't mind talking to you a couple times a day, but it ain't that much shit in the world that's going to make me want to talk to somebody all day. Yeah. And come up with something new to talk about. It's just a problem. So my whole texting and calling thing is lacking. But when I do it, I'm an excellent communicator. I'm actually learning how to communicate my feelings and thoughts and what I want going on. So when you get me, you got me. Yeah. But it's like, again, I got to be in the mood for certain stuff. Now, in person, meet me in person, I'm me all day, every day. It's much better in person. I don't have to force nothing. I ain't got to hold no phone up. I ain't got to text. I ain't got to pretend to do this and that. I'm going to be me. But like I said, as far as that texting thing, like, and I tell people up front, like, I'm not the most promptest person. I can literally look at my phone and see you text or call me, and it's just like, I hit them up later. Yeah. And then guess what happens? I fucking forget. I fucking forget. And then now I'm the guy that told me, I'm the guy that told somebody, hey, you said you gonna call and text me later. And I'm like, I literally forgot. I don't really be thinking about that. So my other red flag is, man, I'm super nonchalant.
Me too.
I'm talking about super nonchalant. I don't have a lot of jealousy issues because I don't get jealous. I do a little bit, but not enough to act on it. Yeah. So somebody might see me and be like, I want you to fight harder for me, blah, blah, blah. If it gets to the point where I have to fight for you, it's a wrap. I'm not finna show jealousy to show you that I'm interested. It's not even gonna get to that point. But to people that like to bring drama or extra excitement my way, I'm going to brush it off. So if you want to know people that like extra shit, you ain't gonna like me. Cause I am so nonchalant, just like corn shrug, go on by my goddamn business. And so like you gonna be stuck on, damn, he must don't really like me. No, I do. But if me liking you has to be for me, I have to
apply that pressure.
I have to show you that I'm either jealous or what else? Because I definitely care. But if I gotta show you that I had to be jealous for some reason, or I have to show extreme emotion in a situation I can literally care less about, just to get you to say, "Oh, he like me," well, you ain't for me no way type shit. So it's like, but again, we got other red flags, but I know those are my two biggest ones currently because they switch up. They're not gonna ever stay the same. It's gonna be different 5 years from now what my red flags are. Yeah. So hopefully they improve, but you know, it is what it is.
It's crazy because like when it comes to texting, when it comes to nonchalant, we right there together. Texting, I'm the opposite of you. I would prefer texting because at least initially, because I be doing so much shit. Like I'm working, I got now 2 podcasts. I paint. I'm still in school. I'm in grad school. Like I got a whole bunch of shit going on. So whenever I get my breaks, then I can text you. My breaks ain't gonna be that long. But once I'm settled for the day, then we can talk or go meet up or whatever. But throughout the day, like I ain't trying to text you all day every day. I'm busy. You need to be busy.
Why are you not busy? bro?
Why you going to work at 11, getting off at 3? Now you ain't doing shit with your life.
What?
You got plenty of time.
They part time.
that's part-time.
Sometimes they are.
That's part of the
Sometimes they
time.
full time, but the rest of your time need to be filled. Until I start feeling you, then whatever. So, like, we can text, and when I'm on my break or when I'm going from work to home or home to somewhere else, then I can text you or talk to you. Then when I get settled,
Texting and driving, huh?
Sure.
Definitely don't do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, they should thank you for that.
Drive.
Listen,
I'm
fuck
risking
all
my
that.
life
Thank
to
you.
communicate with you.
No.
Well, stop.
I know that what I said is some bullshit, but it's content. So, but yeah, no, like when I get settled, like when I get to the house and I'm done with everything for the day, then it's like, all right, now we can talk or FaceTime or you can come through, we can meet up, whatever. But just throughout the day, just talking for no fucking reason, like say that for when I get to the house.
True.
If I'm talking to you all day, I'm not gonna miss you. The way I look at it, I'm gonna be less interested. But whatever. Maybe I'm too young.
Hey man, speaking of painting, we got some of your early work over here.
Yeah,
You'll
let's
show
not
that, man.
hold that up.
Yeah, bro, let's do that, man.
My work has definitely evolved from that.
But sometimes you have to see the growth.
Right.
You know
Right.
what? You're right, but
You know
let's
what?
leave it over there.
Okay.
if they watch Tapped In Reviews, they might see
Hey,
it.
check out my boy YouTube channel, man. You can see him in his work, in his space.
I got some projects coming up that's about to hit. So
Yes, sir.
you know,
Man, these red flags is something serious, man.
So fellas, here's the good question. What are some of the red flags that you see in females or your potential dating partner that's an automatic no?
How long this podcast? I'm joking.
Well, you can give me two. More if you need to, but will be two red flags that's an automatic
man.
no-nos.
I ain't want to start this one, but I will. Lack of empathy. Well, like this. Closed mindedness or lack of not being able to see someone else's point of view.
Right.
That's a big red flag for me. Like that's one of the things I really can't budge on. If you can't see from not even my point of view, but just in general, like from someone else's point of view, you just so self-centered. Well, I'm gonna say self-centered is a red flag for me.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, so that's one I can't budge on. If you self-centered, I don't care how fine you is. I can't see you as my potential wife if you self-centered and the mother of my children or our children. I'm gonna start with one and then we'll come back around to me because I got other ones that you got to think about.
Let's go over there, man.
I agree with that. That's closed mindedness. That's something that I'm real big on. And that's females and potential friends. Just that's across the board.
Yeah.
But another one is like if you just untrustworthy. Like if I could tell you lying about little shit, what we don't even need to progress.
Because it's going to turn to big shit.
It's gonna turn into big shit. And it's like some people you can just kind of tell, especially if it's somebody that I don't want to sound stalkerish, but somebody you've done like your bit of research on.
You got to research these folks, man.
You got to. Now you ain't got to go find out where they work and all that, but you know you've seen enough and been around them enough to know really what kind of shit they be on. But you obviously lying to me, and you trying to play me as you know as some of these other niggas. I can't get with that, and that's how these bitches known for. You know.
So everybody that knows me knows my number one pet peeve is what?
Stupidity.
Stupidity. And again, my definition of stupid is not having information on something, making a judgment on it without having any knowledge, and with having the resources, choose not to use your resources to get any more knowledge on the subject, but you still comment on it or assume.
Stupid by choice.
Yes. So that plays back into what you guys said, the open minded and stuff. I can't even talk to a regular person in everyday life that cannot put themselves in other people's shoes. I cannot. Because my thing is, that means you have tunnel vision. That means everything is supposed to go your way or how you think it's supposed to go. And that's not how the world operates. It's fucking reality. It's too many different perspectives out here for you to just have one and stick to it. So if I meet somebody that's, very close-minded and can't view something from somebody else standpoint of shoes or whatever, it's like you're not using the brain that you got. Like you so focused on doing what you just doing, what you doing, you're not paying attention to nothing else. That's not who I would want to mate and have children with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to put my children in a world where they only see stuff the way they see it. And there's nothing else you can do about it to change it. Like that's gonna hurt them in the long run. So why would I want that for their mother? You know what I mean? So it's like just be intelligent about stuff. And I'm telling you my other one. Attitudes.
That was gonna be my name. I swear.
I am, again, nonchalant. I am drama free. I am a guy who likes to be happy most of the time. If you are one of those people that want to start shit just because, get away from me, because I am not going to entertain it. It's like you can do that all you want with the regular dude, and he might entertain it just to get what you want. I'm gonna dismiss you. They don't call me Casper St. Patrick for nothing. I was Ghost.
Who called you that?
I was wondering that, but I wasn't gonna say shit.
Oh, I'm Casper St. Patrick right this
Casper
thing.
St. Patrick.
If I could change my Instagram name, that's what I would change it to. But I would ghost you because as the attitude stuff, like you're not gonna bring that unnecessary shit into my life, and people don't realize that if you got an attitude, if you have kids with somebody, that shit's gonna translate down to them.
Yeah,
they're gonna see they watching you every day. They sponges. So why would I want to potentially impregnate somebody or marry somebody that I know have negative traits that's gonna get passed off to my offspring, and I don't want that to happen. Like you're quick to be mad, you're quick to yell, you're quick to react. Those are not good traits of somebody I actually want to be around. So if I see that attitude, let's say if I meet a chick, and the first couple of days she already talking about you ain't hit me up, or you ain't talking to me like you should.
Boy, I hate that shit.
So this is the beginning stages. Like there's no time limit on when I get to know you.
And like Zay said earlier, why you ain't doing nothing? What?
And but what's crazy?
But I used to be that nigga though.
I know I would say I slick got that from women. Cause I would hear women say like they hate hitting a nigga up and be like, what you doing? He'd be like, nothing, or just chilling.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, why you ain't doing shit? You need to be filling your time with something other than me.
Yeah.
So now that my time is full, I expect the same. Well, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I used to be that person. Like I used to be like, I don't be doing nothing else. I used to be that. Now I had to really look at it, and I grew, and I'm like, I won't be that nigga no more because I don't want to be that nigga. I'm not that person no more. And two, is that shit ain't healthy. It's like you waiting hand and I ain't gonna say hand and foot, but your time is dependent on someone else's time, and that's never good. But back to what Corbin said with the attitude, like I feel like just in our culture, black women, and it's not all of them, but like they have not all black women. Oh shit!
It's not all
say it one more time.
It is not all. We are talking about majority.
The
Not all.
The stereotype for black women in the black community. I said black community stereotype, black whatever. It's like this feisty attitude. I always have to be being defensive is a I'm not saying not be on your guard, but when you're automatically defensive, that's a red flag for me. Like I haven't shown or did anything for you to be defensive, and the way you're being defensive is like you're being defensive in attack mode.
Yeah,
you're not like, I understand someone reserving themselves and opening up slowly, but like your defense mechanism is to attack, and nah, that's a red flag.
See, prime example. Let's say if you joking with a chick, you can be like, "Hey, that's why your head big," and you know it's just a normal, regular joke. But let's say she's defensive, she gonna turn around and say, "That's why your dick little." Why did you go that low? Like you didn't have to.
You went low, she went to hell.
Like that is so unnecessary. Like you didn't even have to go there. Like that was so unnecessary. But because you were defensive, your goal was, oh, he hurt my feelings, so I'm gonna hurt his.
Right.
And you don't know that there's levels of hurting somebody's feelings. Like you could have just said you fat or something. You know, you could have said something. You had to go all the way to the low blow type shit. Like
You could have just said that hurt my feelings,
Bam.
and then
Bam.
this will be over.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that no more.
Right? Like,
Right, 'cause if you
I
if
won't
you-
say it again because every time I say your head big, you want to go to some other shit. If you just say that hurt my feelings, it's like, all right, cool. Well, we can. We can
and now I know not to do that
different.
again. 'Cause
Right.
My bad, headed Murphy. That was more than you used to say.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta keep your head up, man. You know.
Damn, bro. I ain't gonna head that way no more.
I wouldn't even say that's a red flag, but that's one thing I've learned just from interacting with women. For the most part, it ain't all of them. It's not all of
It's
them.
not all, you guys.
It's not all of
It's
them.
not all.
But when most girls, in my limited experience, most girls in my limited experience don't know how to joke to joke. They gonna joke to hurt.
to hurt, yeah.
Bitch, don't hurt my feelings. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings.
Right. Again, they go for the lowest of the low blows. It's just like when they think of a scenario or what's the worst that can happen, they're going to go to the absolute worst. Like all the other shit, it's not going to make no difference. Like, oh, I walk outside, it's going to be a plane that fall out the sky and blow me up or some dumb shit. Like, why you can't just walk outside and a bee sting you or something? You know?
Yeah.
Why you had to go to the exact worst thing that could happen?
That's why your last video only got 50 views.
Damn.
Bitch, fuck you.
Damn.
Hey, that's fucked up.
Yeah, 10 of them from you.
All I said was your sneakers were dirty.
I was gonna offer to clean them, but fuck you. Then I'm gonna lose a subscriber. Like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Nah, them subscribers valuable.
So what's another red flag y'all commonly run across?
I got one that don't necessarily apply to women. It apply to like to niggas who trying to be your friend. Niggas who like too friendly too fast. You trying to show your loyalty by going all kind of like what's that movie? Paid in Full, when Buddy was in jail and nigga started a fight just to show how loyal he was.
Yeah.
That type of shit. Like, nah, you a snake. you gonna set me up later on down the line or something. You gonna be on some fuck
It
shit.
sound like an opportunist.
Yeah.
Like opportunists will screw you if they have a chance to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They trying to get close to you so that they can screw you later on. So they know they gonna get out of it. Niggas, I don't trust niggas like that.
This used to be a red flag, but it's not no more since I've grown. I'm gonna say lack of communication or lack of like if someone is not interested in me, I used to care if they didn't tell me. Now I don't care anymore. Like I can tell by your actions you don't need to say it. But at one point I was one of the people like, tell me you're not interested so I'll know to go on by my business. Now it's like,
I don't need confirmation.
yeah, I can just tell whatever you got going on or whatever you not doing, I'm going by my business. So there used to be a red flag, but it's not a red flag anymore.
So my thing about communication, this is a deeper topic, probably for another day. But just think about this. Where and when were, especially in the black community, where we taught communication in our family growing up?
I'm
Where?
gonna say this, depending on your household, because I feel like we generally learn communication from experience or what we see. So if you grew up in a household and your parents communicated effectively, they might have never told you how to do it, but you seen how they handle the situation, you might learn because, like you said, kids are sponges. So sometimes the black community, sometimes it's single parent households. So like you might not even see an interaction with a man and a woman that's on a consistent basis just because of how the dynamic have changed over the years of the black community. So I feel like it's not taught because it's not actually in the household in regards to relational communication.
So here's my thing. Communication goes in different spectrums. So we got the relationship, and of course that applies to the husband or wife or girlfriend, boyfriend. My biggest thing is with the children. So, of course, growing up, we always see or heard, do as I say, shut up, don't say nothing else.
Not as I do.
Yeah, they just do as I say, shut up, and nothing else, because I said so. That's the main thing, especially when I coach it, because I said so. Do this because I said so. When you say that, now this person that you're telling this have no explanation of what they're doing is wrong. They just being told to not do it. Guess what happens when you do that? Curiosity builds. Like, why am I not supposed to do this? Like, all this kind of stuff. And now you got people that rebel just because they want to talk. Hey, if I tell you don't leave the street, I'm telling you this because, hey, you can easily leave off the street. Somebody can kidnap you. Somebody can, a stray bullet can hit you. A car can hit you. Can't see you. Yeah. You're not saying none of that. All you saying is, because I said so, stay in a child's place. That's how the communication gets taught. It's fast forward years now. How in the hell do an adult supposed to have a successful relationship with anybody on this earth and was never taught how to communicate their feelings growing up?
So do you feel like some of the red flags that we're talking about stem from childhood possibly?
Yes. Most of it comes that's one of my biggest red flags. Like when I date a chick or I date just in general, I look at everything. When I say I look at if they got kids, how their kids behave. I look at their family. I look at how their family raised you. I look at how if your family is a good family or it's one of that. I look at your friends. I look at the environment that you put yourself in. Cause all this shit matters. Cause if I mess around and have a child by you, this child is gonna be in the same scenario as everything else going on. So for example, if I meet a chick and I don't like their family, I don't really necessarily want to bring a child up knowing that they're going to have to be with your family most of the time. And I know your family is not ideal for what I would like for my child type thing. Yeah. And it's not saying that they're not bad or whatever. It's just I see toxic traits when I know it. I see it. and I think about it. A lot of the traits and characteristics of human beings result from how they was raised. So if that's going to be a pre-indicator of what's going to be like going forward, I'm not going to do it. So, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of this shit does stem from childhood and how they was raised, because everybody's raised differently. But like I said, some things I just look at and I'm like, I'm not sure about this one.
That ain't it, Playboy.
Yeah, I can't. No.
Damn, you live like this?
Because it's crazy. Like when you say that, I instantly thought of like when you talk about red flags relationship wise, like I feel like that's red flags we don't talk about enough. Is like some of the parenting red flags. Yeah, because it's bunch of it. It's so many.
Bunch of it.
Like you can have a whole pod just on that. I feel like Joe Budden saying pod. You can have a whole pod just on that.
So fancy.
But what I want to ask y'all is, and this kind of what I was talking about earlier, like, do y'all have any red flags that were red flags but not red flags anymore in regards to what y'all looking for? Like, because I was saying like how somebody not communicating to me that their interest level, that used to be a red flag, but now it's not anymore. Like, do y'all have any of those?
Yeah. So mine was, even if shit irritated me, I won't say a goddamn thing about it. And what happens was, after so long, that shit just builds up. And then now I'm just like, all right, now I'm finna unleash. And it's not gonna be in a violent type of way. It's just a emotional type of way. Like now, because all this shit done happen, and I done built up all this energy of negative energy towards something, it shuts me down to the point where now I don't want to talk to you. Like you can literally do nothing for me, because now it's just to the point where I don't like you. Like the stuff that you're doing makes me not like you now. So I learned in my older days is to not get to that point no more, especially if I actually see myself being with somebody or maintain a relationship, whether it's platonic or whatever. It's like I have to express what the fuck is going on in my head. And I don't have to do it all the time. Now I might go from, not saying nothing at all to saying something a couple of times. I'm not gonna say that every day because it's annoying. It's called nagging. But it's like now I'm gonna get to the point where if something is bothering me, I'm going to say it. And I'm not gonna say it in a mean way. I'm going to say it though. Because again, I'm giving you a pre-warning that I do not like this. And if you continue to do it, guess what's gonna happen? Ghost. Casper, I will do it. I do not have no problem telling people this. I tell people again, I am a ghoster. I will do it. And it's like, and I know it's not right to not give people an explanation, but hey, at what point do you realize what you're doing is not right? Yeah. So it's like, if I'm gonna continue to improve myself every day or every year, whatever it goes, you should be able to do the same thing. Like I said, but again, I'm very more vocal now. I'm more honest with my thoughts. That's why I say I'm practicing honesty. I'm more honest with my thoughts, so I don't get to the point of me shutting down on somebody, because I will.
You got any red flags? There used to be red flags that ain't red no more?
I got one that's not as much of a red flag.
Okay.
One is stating your intentions and then switching up later on. Because my thing in the beginning was, you need to, and it still is, but like, if we're gonna get involved with each other, you need to tell me what you're looking for, what you're expecting out of me, and all of that, so I can know how to move and if we on the same level or whatever. But now, like, I know that over time, people's intentions change. Yeah. And I also know what kind of nigga I am. Meaning, I know that.
You be out here selling dreams, huh?
No. I don't sell nothing. But I also know that the more you're around somebody, the more you're gonna like them. Mm-hmm. So, especially if you picking up what they putting down. So, after a while, at first you might have said you just want to be friends or friends with benefits or whatever we got going on. But then you around me for a couple weeks, couple months. You like, damn, I really fuck with him. We might want to see where this go. Yeah. So,
and you not ready for that, huh?
But this is the thing, and this may be a red flag for me. My intentions rarely change. If I say this is what I want, I go into it knowing I want to be with you, or I want to be friends, or whatever. Sometimes it changes, sometimes it don't. And maybe the thing is, their intentions change faster than mine. That might be what it is.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Cause I'm still like, look, I ain't on it right now, but you didn't got to know a nigga, and now you, whatever. But
now you all in your feelings.
Yeah, but earlier my thing would be, you should have said that from the beginning. If you want a relationship, you want one to be in the beginning, and you should have said that. But now I know, people's intentions change and whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like, I'm gonna say this. I feel like there's more on a woman's side than the man's side, because generally, and I can really only speak for myself, once I enter a situation, my intentions rarely change. Like, if I know I don't see any interest level in this woman being someone I want to live the rest of my life with, that's not going to change because of some of the things you do. But I feel like in women's case, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, because I know y'all will, motherfuckers. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Nice ladies.
You cannot. I feel like it's been times where women have told me that they weren't feeling the guy, but then they seen his value through his actions and the time spent, and the way they felt for him changed.
Mm-hmm. Happens every day.
So that I can honestly say that has never happened to me in any situation I was in with any woman. If it does change, it changes for me not wanting to talk to them, not me wanting to talk to them. Like, they probably just showed me something like, yeah, I thought I was interested, but I'm not no more. It has never went from I'm not interested to me being relationally interested.
Now, I will say this. I've been in situations where my intentions didn't change, but I know that if they did change, I know who I would change them with or change them for. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, I'm still doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah. So although I may really like you and really fuck with you, I'm still doing what I'm doing. So if if I did want something new, it would be with them. But because I don't want that right now, then we stuck where we at.
Yeah.
So
Red flags? That's not red flags?
No, man, I don't have any. That's not ain't no longer red flag.
You probably just ain't thought of none because it's some stuff you probably used to trip on back in the day that you don't trip on no more.
You do
Back
know,
in the day, I was
you do know being an asshole is a red flag to people, right?
I mean, I'm not an asshole. I'm just sarcastic as hell. That's all.
It's kind of one of the
Traits of a
I mean, it's
booty
also a trait of intelligence too. So I mean,
it's definitely
Yeah,
that.
most
They poor
assholes are kind of intelligent, so I've been called a nice asshole before. I didn't know that was a thing.
I've been called a fuckboy before.
And we all be called fuckboys.
I've been called a good guy who thinks he said
mean, you
a
ain't
fuck
doing
boy
it
who
right.
thinks he's a good guy.
that might be.
I had that one too.
Yeah, I had that one too.
But it should be people be mad at whatever situation they got going on. That's how they
Yeah.
gonna view you
True,
instead of knowing
true.
you as a whole.
Or you might be a fuckboy to them. You never know.
Yeah.
These bitches don't know what fuck boys.
Like
is for real.
Genuine
So,
said, I can only be me. Be me.
But they like fuckboys.
Nah, girls like assholes.
So let me ask y'all this: Do y'all pay attention to her dating history or like relationship history, and does that count as a red flag?
If she dates consistently people that I know she shouldn't be nowhere near, it just shows me her character. So I'm not gonna get in a relationship with her because now I know your character and what you're looking for and what you like, and it's not aligned with what I do. So,
But that might be a testament to her growth. She's grown out of.
I mean,
whatever that
if I'm
relationship
talking
was.
to her, I'm gonna learn her. Like I observe more than I talk. So I'm gonna observe traits and stuff from you. So, but if I know your history and I'm having a conversation with you and you starting to, present some of these traits, now I'm gone because it's like, oh, you just repeating the cycle that you ain't broke yet. Now, if you truly one of them people that done healed, yeah, I give you a chance then. But it's like, I'm gonna observe you now.
So what if it's a thing if she's bringing up those traits, but because you don't align with those exes, you don't react the same way. So now she has a different outcome, or she reacts differently to what you're doing.
People are creatures of habit. It's hard for them to change, and they're not gonna change that quick enough for me to stay interested. If that makes sense.
Damn.
I'm gonna say this: dating history, it play a small factor depending on the person, because I feel like if you have a repeated bad dating history, that means you haven't learned from your mistakes, or devil's advocate, you could have been talking to dudes that's on some fuck shit and they've been feeding you lies, because that is a possibility. Niggas do that shit. I mean, women do it too, but that's neither here nor there. But I think niggas do it more. But like, I feel like if that person has a bad dating history and they have actually taken the time to self-reflect or reflect on their situations and grow from it, and I so happen to encounter them then, and they either tell me that or explain to me that, like, yeah, in the past I had a problem with dating because I wasn't looking for these things, but now I know XYZ, then they dating history really don't matter to me if they can show me through our interactions that they've actually grown and, things of that nature.
We gotta be through actions.
Yeah, it definitely gotta be.
You can tell me shit all day long.
But the telling part with women, I know, like, from my experience, saying that is a lot for a woman, especially when you're admitting something that you've done wrong. I know that means a lot. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it with a. I don't know. I'm just gonna take it more serious when a woman actually say that, because I've had a limited experience of women actually expressing when they're wrong. Yeah. So when they say that and then they show action, like, oh yeah, I can fuck with you. Like you're not scared to admit when you're wrong. You know you can be wrong. And you actually put in the work to right your wrongs. That's
green flags.
Yeah, them green flags.
Green flags.
Checker flag, man. That's finish line right there.
And that's something we can talk about too, green flags.
Like I said,
It's really the opposite of the red flags, to be honest.
like I said, I think that's more important though. Like I said, accountability, man, that goes for men and women. Admit when you fucked up or you wrong.
I feel like everybody at this table, and I could be wrong, can agree that accountability is a green flag when you talking to a woman.
Yes.
Without question. Because again, my biggest pet peeve is stupidity. So if you're not accountable, that means you're stupid. Because that means you're thinking one way and one way only. So it's like, yeah, you just gonna be a cum dumpster because ain't nothing else you're not accountable for yourself.
He said a cum dumpster.
No, he didn't, ladies. He didn't mean that.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't mean that.
Whatever. So why it take women so long? They 30 plus now before they regain their accountability. They realized what they were doing was wrong.
Well, I mean, you know,
They tired of being cum dumpsters.
right? Exactly. That's exactly what it is, man.
That's part of it, and I feel like society. Like I said in another podcast, I feel like society, to a certain extent, allow women to do certain shit that men don't get the same luxury of doing. Like they got freedom to be stupid with no repercussions.
Right.
And it's not all women.
It's not all women.
It's the pretty ones, man.
So
It is
just the cute ones.
It's the pretty ones, man.
What you gonna say?
I want to get it's another because you got our show playing, and I know if my boy James was here, he would have a big red flag that we didn't bring up. For the people watching this, James with the dreads, his big thing is entitlement.
Oh, well, yeah, it sure is.
So how
That's
do
his
y'all
biggest
feel
red
about
flag.
entitlement when it comes to women?
See, my thing is, you're not entitled to nothing. If I'm in a relationship with you, and anything I'm doing for you is because it's at the own kindness of my own heart.
Right.
You're not entitled to none of it. Now, if you think you're entitled of it, I'm probably not gonna be in a relationship with you anyway.
Exactly.
It's just like you just looking for me to basically please you type shit. So, but you're not entitled to nothing. Everything I'm doing is from me wanting to do it.
Right.
And as soon as I feel a sense of entitlement, like let's say I buy flowers on every date we go on, and then 5 or 6 days in, I don't do it no more, and then it's like, where my flowers at? You're not entitled to that. I was doing it because I wanted to do it.
Devil's advocate, creature of habit. She probably like, oh,
She's accustomed to having
expect that, yeah.
But damn,
Flowers.
but damn, one time now.
Now, if she was on the first date and was like, "Oh, you ain't got no flowers,"
Oh, you wild.
then that's like, "Oh, bitch,
Yeah,
what?
that's entitlement.
What?"
I'm gonna say this due to the entitlement. I don't mind entitlement. I only mind entitlement when I feel like that person don't deserve what they feel like they entitled to. So you don't show me no entitlement to, let's just say women feel like they entitled to a husband or a good man or just anything. And you're not, your actions don't show that you're entitled to that. Because I feel like when entitlement is almost is like to a certain extent boundaries. And let me explain. When I feel like I'm entitled to something, that means I have set boundaries around something to not allow something. So if I don't get what I feel like I'm entitled to, I feel like I'm abiding by my boundaries. That's why I drew the comparison. But that's why I said I don't really mind entitlement if I feel like they're worth what they're entitled to. But at the same time, don't expect me to do nothing. You better hope I do it.
Well, I mean, entitlement is not even expecting or hoping; it's demanding.
Okay, so
So
don't demand me to do shit.
Yeah.
Unless it's not mine. But
So when you take a chick out on a date for the first time, it's automatic entitlement that you probably paying, right?
I wouldn't say that's entitlement. I say there would be expectations, but it would be entitled if I didn't pay and she felt some type of way to a certain extent. Because if I was a chick, I'm not a chick, I would feel some type of way too if a dude didn't pay on the first date.
Like, nigga, you
But,
invited
you know,
me.
I also feel a way.
I will
Go
say
ahead.
that if I ask you out on a date, which 9 times out of 10 the guy will ask the girl, Yeah, I will pay, especially on the first date, because I mean it's a custom that I am used to, and I don't have a problem with. But if you're gonna invite me somewhere,
So let me ask you this:
let's either pay myself or
let's say you've been DMing, you never got a number or anything, and then after blue, she's like, "We should go have lunch tomorrow." Who pays?
I would probably still pay, because again, it's a tradition that
I'm gonna be entitled
okay
to
with.
an offer. I would feel entitled. My entitlement comes where she better offer to pay. I'm gonna pay. Just offer.
No, I don't want you to do that. I just want to know that you were offered to do it.
Yeah.
I really just want to know if you
You ain't
would do
gotta have a
something for
dime
me.
in your pocket.
Yeah,
Just offer.
Just offer. Because I'm going to take care of
Now,
it.
if I call your bluff, then you fucked.
Yeah, if I'm one of those niggas, they be like, yeah, that's perfect. You know, I can say this money
for
for
real?
some.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
man.
hey, go get
She got
some.
it. She got it.
Buy me some new change next week. Yeah, that's trifling.
But as we were talking, I thought about another one of my red flags. My
God
personal
dang,
red
bro,
flag.
you got a whole bunch of them things.
I mean,
Everybody got a bunch of red flags.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm realizing in my experience in dating, I feel like I sometimes don't abide the boundaries, depending on what they are. Because I feel like if somebody got their boundaries for a reason. But I feel like if your boundary is stupid, I feel confident enough to go against your boundaries. Now that's fucked up for me to say somebody else's boundary is stupid, because they set them boundaries for a reason. But I feel like one of my red flags is not abiding to boundaries sometimes. So, yeah, because I've done that in the past. Like somebody tell me their boundary is this, and I'd be like, man, fuck that shit.
How would you articulate that though? Would you just come straight out with it, or
Well, would I tell the person I'm about to date that I'm not good
Like,
with
yeah.
respecting boundaries?
no? I'm saying like if it's a stupid boundary, like how would you articulate that to them?
I just won't respect it.
Damn.
And more than likely they probably gonna bend on it, because what I'm gonna say to them probably gonna make some sense if they
Have sense.
if they got it.
And you shouldn't be talking to nobody that don't have sense anyway, right?
True.
Depends on what you're trying to do, huh?
Don't you know like how you play the game sometime into the placeholder? You know, it's fucked up, but
Coming a back pocket option, shawty.
Yeah.
I mean it's fucked up. But like, have you ever? I'm not even gonna put us on blades like that. Fuck that. I'm not
I
gonna ask
got
that
one for
question.
y'all. Each one of y'all. Are kids red flags for you?
Zay, you go first.
It depends on how many kids,
Ooh.
and it depends
Talking about multiple.
on how she got the kids. Now, obviously, we know how she got them, but I mean, like,
What was the situation? The circumstances.
Who
but
the
whatnot.
daddy? Was y'all planning to have it and then didn't work out? Was this nigga trying to trap you? Was it just a oops?
You being
know?
a cum dumpster.
Right. Was it not planned, but now you don't believe in abortion? Is it, all of that shit comes into play. The biggest issue is how many though. If it's just one, you can kind of work around it. But if you got, a squad. Nah.
So why
I can't even say I don't know, but it just depends. Well, me being somebody who don't got kids,
Right.
that's why it's an issue. If I had kids, then it'll be less of an issue.
So if you got 2 or 3 kids and she got 2 or 3,
We even. Some of those other questions
So-
gonna still
so
come into play.
I still wouldn't want to date.
so now on
Well-
some nights you gonna have 6 kids running around your house.
Jesus Christ.
Just think about that.
I
You gotta
mean,
feed
that's
6
not
kids.
that's not the ideal
You
situation.
gotta close 6 kids.
That's not the ideal
You gotta
situation.
entertain
Most
6
women
kids.
with
But-
multiple kids don't even want a guy with multiple kids. That's something I came across.
We
Think about that.
And if you watch Jet Town Class, we talked about that the last episode. Not Jet Town Class, the other one. So
It ain't out yet.
it's not.
So how we watch
It
it?
was one of them.
Exclusive.
It'll be out by the time this come out.
Oh,
So, but
Got your ass.
I say this, like, when it comes to me not being a dad yet, My biggest issue is I want my first kid. I want to have that experience with somebody else that's having their first kid, so we can go through that together. And ideally, obviously, it'll be a wife, a girlfriend, or whatever. But also, I need that experience of being a dad. I can't jump into some shit and you already got 2-3 kids in. Your oldest 9 or 10 years old.
You experienced.
You got plenty of experience,
Seasoned.
but now you just want me to jump in and take this role. Most experience I got is my little brother, and he wasn't a baby that long. He ain't my baby either. so it's like, you know, I want that experience before I get involved with somebody else, so that I know when I do take on that role what's expected. And then another thing that comes with chicks with kids is discipline. How you gonna expect me to discipline your kid when he ain't mine? What type of say do I have in that? So all that shit can be an issue.
And that's a real red flag. Like, imagine being able to stay in the house with somebody that you can never discipline them.
Shit.
That's a super red flag that I can't even touch them or discipline them in any type of way.
Right.
Like, now the power that I have as an adult is gone. I'm just the guy that stays here and smashing your mama. Like, that's it.
I'm paying the bills and I'm fucking.
Right. I'm gonna help him put food in his mouth.
Call you Mr. Cohen.
They call you by your first name and shit.
And you gonna put food in her mouth.
But yeah, like I said, with no discipline, it's like, damn. Especially if like they already had their life established, it's hard to come into the life of somebody who are used to them things being one way. Again, I have a step parent, you know what I mean? So it's like, she came in, I was just like, who are you? You can't come in here running shit. You ain't been here long enough to be running nothing. So it's like, and you also got to deal with that. And at any particular time, whoever that you're talking to, baby daddy or baby mama, can easily come back into the world, the picture, and be like, all right, I want my son now for to cause some chaos. I want my daughter now for to cause some chaos. And you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. It's like 10 years could be peachy. Everything is super good. And now this person done move back to this state, or, you know, it just causing drama. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Because it's between those three people, and you just got to be there.
Nothing you can do about it. You just got to be there and take and be the listening ear and give advice. Like, that's a rough position for somebody, especially a guy. Like, you are not the head of the household then.
Hell no.
You ain't the head no more. It was like somebody else basically is running things right now. It's like, damn. So it's like, if I can't discipline them or I can't do anything like that, that's a red flag to me. Cause like, you don't want your kids to be touched by nobody else, but you also don't want them to have any sense of discipline. It's the reason why these kids running around here now and don't respect nobody.
Killing niggas.
They don't give a fuck. So it's like, that's what you want. You can do that on your own time. Don't do it with me. So,
Man, is kids a red flag? Yes and no. Because I feel like a red flag generally is like a character trait. And you having kids is definitely not a character trait, in my opinion.
so you got different baby daddies.
I'm getting to it. So the red flag comes with the character and how the kid, both of y'all said, how that kind of be. If you got a kid and different situations, basically. If you got kids, then it's off the table. I don't give a damn what the character trait is. You got multiple. Now, if you got one, now let's go into the character of how this one came to be. Like you said, was it a one night stand, or like, do you not believe in abortion, or like, was it like, you know, depending on what it is, and I'm gonna judge it off that. And I'm going to judge on how, basically what y'all said, will I be allowed to be a part of this child's life as a father figure with little to no limitations? When I say no limitations, I'm not going to do nothing crazy. And I understand, like, this is not my child, but at the same time,
Right.
if I'm going to be putting food in this child's mouth and all those things, I still want to have some type of freedom in regards to how this person is being raised, because now I'm this person's father figure. Even if the father is in his life, I'm his second father figure.
Right.
So I need that level of respect in the household because period point blank. So it all depends on the situation with me, with a kid. A kid. Kids is not a red flag, but it's a no for me, dog.
It's a black flag.
What about you, Arthur?
I would say that I mean, I agree with everything y'all saying, but I will also throw in timing. Like how long would it take for her to introduce a man into that child's life? You know what I'm saying? Like a red flag with me to me would be too soon. Like y'all just started talking like a week, 2 weeks in.
That happened
I
to
want
me
you to meet
before.
my child.
I literally went on a date with somebody, the first date ever, and she brought her child with her.
That's a lot. Just bringing a random man into your child's
But
life.
I can say this. Just because we won't go for it, some man out there will.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a red flag for me, but I don't feel like it's just a general red flag. I'm not ready to meet your child. Mainly, well,
It's not even about that. It's about like your child being exposed to so many different people just coming and going. Is a red flag because you're not really
I agree.
putting them first or whatnot. So
And that's a lack of stability too. But when you finish your point, I got something.
you got it.
You got it, dog.
So one thing that I kind of want to add, and this kind of goes into how the child came to be, but not really. It's the biggest thing, especially when it comes to multiple kids, is what type of mother are you? Because I know women who have multiple kids, but I feel like if they wanted to get involved with me on a deeper level, then I would be more open to it with them as opposed to somebody else, because I know that they are good, great mothers, and that if I'm gonna get involved, they still gonna allow me to lead the relationship and be the head of the household and all of that. Then the only issue would come down to like the kids, if they gonna fall in line. And then like how he said with the baby dad, do the baby dad all of a sudden want to come in now that I'm in the picture, or just time pass or whatever, now he want to come in and start some shit, then that's gonna be an issue. But if I know that you a great mother, then I know that if either one of those issues come up, you gonna have my back in making this a smooth transition into me coming into that fathership role or whatever. If I know you a trash mama, then shit, it ain't gonna matter. You can have a bun in the oven. You can be thinking about kids. If I know you're a trash mama, it ain't gonna be with me.
Yeah.
What if you be somebody that's pregnant right now, but she check all your boxes?
that's crazy.
How? She
She
pregnant.
pregnant, yeah. You freshly nutted in. The yeast ain't rose in that bread yet.
Oh man, y'all wrong, man.
Cause soon as that baby come out, that baby daddy trying to get back in.
Man, y'all
Nah,
wrong,
man.
man.
Hell no.
Y'all wrong, man.
You ain't got rid of that shit.
What if you beat her, she a pregnant?
Well, then
That's tough because
that's
I gotta
tough.
get a.
But well, see, that's tough because I'm gonna know in a minute. If I don't know right now,
Probably in like a month.
probably like if within that month I don't fuck, now you got a bump. It's like, hey, so we need to talk. If I do fuck and you got a bump, hey, we definitely need to talk.
But again, she checks off all your boxes.
Well, obviously she checked one because she finna have a kid that ain't mine.
Select
There's
all
one box that she
at
ain't
this
checked.
point.
Now that box ain't in the hard yes or no section, but it's still a box.
She got a bun in the box, so that box ain't checked.
This man, listen,
Incomplete.
right? NA
Spit the Scantron out.
void.
Guess you clicked on select all, huh? And then unselect all.
It's so funny because
Y'all
like
wrong, man.
she check all your boxes.
Except and
But she pregnant.
that should be like, damn, like
Yeah.
I
We
wouldn't
gonna
even take
have
the time to find out she checked my. I wouldn't even take the time to find out if she checked my boxes, if she noticeably pregnant.
But see, the thing is, there's two boxes she ain't checked, because how we a month in and I'm just not finding out.
Maybe
You
she
should
don't
have
know.
told. You should have told me from the door.
Maybe she don't know. 'Cause girls,
that's
sometimes
true.
they don't know.
That's true. That's true. But they be knowing.
Let's say they can fuck a dude 2 days before they have a date with you, and then your date go great, and she like you now, but a month later she starting to show a little bit.
That's true, but that's
That's
hey, man,
tough.
that's what that test
That
for, man.
hurts.
That's what that test.
that-
No,
that does
that would
hurt,
hurt like a
man.
motherfucker.
That hurts.
But that's what that test
Like
for.
you could have waited. You waited just a little bit longer.
But at that time,
And
like
she,
you out
know
here
she gonna
having-
say she ain't been with nobody but you.
I mean, yeah, but at that time, like she out here having unprotected sex 2 days before you met, bro. Like,
But
come
her and the other dude might have history. That
Well,
might be the ex.
If that's the case, then they still gonna have a whole bunch of history at this point, cause like she freshly
They
again
creating
freshly
history.
nutted in. So
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna be in her life for a little bit longer. You know what I'm
Paint
saying?
ain't drawing them walls yet.
See what I'm saying? Like,
But
you
again,
you
baby,
a strong
baby, I'm too
dude if
young.
you say yeah, no, she pregnant, but that's still gonna be my woman. You're a strong man.
Now, if
Hats
she,
off to you.
If she noticeably pregnant, it's over with, regardless.
Why she out here trying to get?
I mean, I'm
get
not
with me?
attracted to pregnant people unless I'm the one that put the baby in her.
Exactly. So it's like this.
I'm not going around like, ooh, that pregnant person is attractive.
Listen,
I ain't gonna lie. I have saw something like, damn.
I mean, they are.
I done been
but-
on like Tinder and shit, and chicks be pregnant in their picture and be
In they
like,
picture.
I'm about to have a baby, but you
Like
know,
I never understood.
Not looking for no hookups.
I never understood that.
but you knocked up the fuck. Of course not.
So you on Tinder looking for a stepdad out the rip?
Off
Right.
rip, bro.
That's fucked up.
On Tinder, bro.
On Tinder of all places.
Of all places,
Tinder's a
dog.
fucking
Your
hookup
6 weeks
site.
ain't passed. Fuck outta
What do
here.
you want?
Nah.
They put that in their bio just as a formality.
Maybe
Right.
you get unlimited vagina if they pregnant already. Is that what it is? They just want you to smash.
It's probably what
If
it
you
is.
Hell
smash,
no, they
if
looking
you
for a
smash
stepdaddy.
pregnant chick, you a predator.
But they say that the pregnant pussy be the truth. I ain't never had none.
And they do say
Not that I
that.
know of.
But
I mean, have you ever saw
her mind, her
Some
her
fire
state of
thing?
mind just way off.
I have.
and she came back pregnant?
I probably didn't follow her enough to find out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They state of mind be so off. That's the only reason I say that.
True.
Emotions be all over the place.
How you know?
I've heard stories.
You already smashed.
I got a
No, sir. Not knowingly.
I got a super unrelated question here, y'all. And it's supposed to be 2, but I don't think we got time for more than that.
Go ahead, man. Let that be right.
My first question was like, I know sometimes like you or the other person can't control it, and y'all break up because of certain things. But how do y'all normally break up with a person? Or I would say, how would y'all leave the relationship? Would it be on a good note, or would it be a sour one?
I know what cool I'm gonna do.
I don't
Ghost.
I don't ghost people up in a relationship, you guys. Let me make that clear. I only ghost people that I'm just casually dating and or dated. Now, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm not gonna ghost you. I'm gonna give you the common respect to explain why I'm leaving, or just leave, whatever. But how will I tell somebody that I'm leaving them? Conversation. This is what I don't like. This is what you've been doing. This is not
Pregnant
gonna,
bitch.
it's
It's
not
the
gonna
shit I
change.
don't like.
So this is not what's gonna change. So this ain't what's working out for us. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like, I might not be the person for you at the end of the day, and I'm not gonna force a round circle into a square hole. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna do it. So it's like, well, this ain't working out. Maybe you need somebody that's better than me or not as good as me, if that makes sense. But it goes both ways for you to actually be truly happy. And then it just let the conversation go. And then I don't double back to my exes. So
That was my next question.
What-
Do y'all double back? Will y'all double back?
nope.
It depends on the ex.
Yeah. And I wanted to say that because like if you left
Yes.
if you left a relationship on a good note, would you consider doubling back to him?
I'm gonna say this. Only way I would double back, if I broke up with someone and it's because I broke up with them, not because of them, it's because of me. Like, it's not you, it's me type shit, but on some real shit, I would probably double back if I feel like I'm better prepared for that situation and that person deserves more. So I would try to double back, and hopefully they'll be able to willing to take me back, because in my mind, I cared enough to lead this relationship because I didn't feel like I was equipped enough for what you needed at the time, and I feel like I got that equipment after time apart, then I would double back. So yeah.
With your first question, as far as how do I lead a relationship, like he said, it's conversation. You know, you doing some shit that I don't like.
Same here, conversation.
Either we gonna fix it or we not. Yep. And if we say, even if we had a conversation and we be like, all right, we gonna change this and this, but then I see the change ain't coming, then it's like, okay, obviously this ain't working. You not listening to what I'm saying, or I'm not listening to what you saying. Whatever. We just need to end it right here. And then as far as doubling back, if this is somebody that I ended on a good note with, because I try to always end on a good note, whether I'm finna come back or not, hopefully by the time I do come back around or they come back around, we've grown and we're better prepared, like you said, to be with that person.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I just thought another one of my red flags.
Go ahead.
There used to be a red flag that's not as much of a red flag.
For you or that you look for?
For me.
Okay.
And it's kind of both. I'm trying to remember because I literally just had it. Closure. I feel like that was a red flag for me. I feel like I always needed closure. I always seek closure in whatever situation I'm in. Like pretty much what I said earlier, like needing the explanation of why you don't want to talk. So I feel like closure is a red flag for me because I feel like that's dependent on somebody else's time and you just need that to move on, and you really don't. You just move on and be a better person. So that's how I used to be. Now I'm not as much of that anymore. Like it went from 100% to like 10%. Like I 10% still want closure, but I can do without it.
It's not as important. Like you said, going forward, like I don't necessarily need closure either, because like if I'm not happy about a situation and then nothing improved on it, I don't need closure.
What if you're happy about a situation and they wouldn't, and you wanted closure from them? That's the case I'm speaking from. Because if you're not happy, why you wouldn't need closure anyway? But
exactly.
If you were happy in a situation and they decided to leave you, wouldn't you want some closure?
I would want to know why.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's just like, oh well.
The closure that actually matched the scalp, not the kind that don't match.
But I'm a ghoster too, so
not the fish.
You know what I'm talking about?
I can't necessarily be somebody that looks for closure if I ghost. So I can't have it both ways. So it's like, I mean, sometimes you want it, but at the end of the day, it's like this is not compatible. And I'm smart enough to know if it's not compatible anyway. So
yeah.
I don't necessarily need closure if I'm sitting here observing you. Like, but again, I've never been in a situation where I actually had to have closure either. So it's like normally I'm the one that kind of disbands stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's for a reason. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily need that closure.
Closure, anybody? Y'all need it? Don't need it?
I would love to have closure on a relationship, but yeah, I don't need it.
I was once big on closure, and I'm sure I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time, and I haven't been that invested in somebody in a really long time. But my need for closure comes with how invested I am in them.
Okay.
So if it's just somebody I'm talking to and they just fade away, oh well. If it's somebody who I was really looking forward to, or I was in a relationship with, or looking forward to being in a relationship with them or whatever, then all of a sudden they want to leave. It's like, okay, where did we fuck up at?
I'm sad.
So that I'm sad, but it's like, where did we fuck up at, or where did I fuck up at, or where did you fuck up at, depending on the situation. So that now I know that in the future I can avoid it. And if going back to doubling back, if we do come back to talking or whatever, how can we not get back here? Mm-hmm. So that next time it'll work if we wanted to.
Maybe it's the cockiness in me. I just don't see a scenario where I think everything good and she just up and leave and now I need closure.
You probably ain't been dumb in love.
I had to think about that too. Maybe I never been in love for real, to be honest with you. Because there's some shit I just be like, that don't make sense.
Love don't make sense to a certain extent.
Because again, I'm an observer and I'm an empath. So it's like I feel shit and I'm intelligent enough to decipher what I feel. So it's like I just can't see myself in a situation where I would need closure. Because if I feel like she fucking off, which I never, necessarily per se be in that situation that I know of, I'm going to feel it. It's like it's very apparent. It's hard to hide bullshit from a bullshitter. So it's like I just can't see myself in a situation where I would necessarily need closure. Now, my biggest pet peeve is stupidity. Now I want to know why whatever you're doing, why are you doing it? Because they're stupid. You know what I mean? To help you out, I need to know why they're stupid.
Want to leave you, huh?
I ain't gonna say it's that. Everybody got their own preferences, and you match with who you match with. It's just like, all right, you're gonna take something less than you're gonna get something less than what you got now. That don't even make sense. So if that's gonna make you happy,
Talk your shit, cuz.
if that's gonna make you happy, you need your own closure because I don't have to have it. I'm like, well, shit, do what you gotta do, shawty. Corn shrug.
Hashtag that. But listen, y'all. I feel like that was a great conversation about red flags. I feel like just from being on this pod,
My flag.
I might need to play this afterwards.
Might as well play Loud Pack verse.
But I definitely took something just from being on this pod, and I hope the people at home that's listening and watching on YouTube took something. Make sure y'all keep on checking out the content. Make sure
comment and subscribe.
Yeah, definitely on YouTube, on any of the podcasting platforms. Leave a review, leave a comment. We read it all. We gonna respond. We want to engage with you guys, man.
That's how the channel grows. You gotta like and comment.
Yeah, definitely do all of those things. Make sure y'all check out Jacktown Classics. You type in Xavier Cooper on YouTube, it's gonna pop up. Jacktown Classics
With an X.
Yes, Jacktown Classics with an X. Y'all want to drop y'all social medias? Except Arthur?
Yeah. It's gonna be right here.
No, it's not.
You're not gonna pop it. You're not gonna put a thing like that, bro.
Man, that's too
YouTube
much.
magic.
That's what it work.
YouTube magic.
Let it work.
Just to put up.
Not for you.
Damn.
Cause why? You ain't finna post nothing.
Yes, I am. Y'all don't know.
Anyway,
Don't worry about it.
All right.
my Instagram. I got the best Instagram name on Instagram.
I mean, do you?
Pimp Daddy Corwin, CORWIN. I'm not a pimp, you guys. It's just a name.
It's straight.
It's just a name. Follow me though. I got it on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all ain't gotta follow me on neither one of those. The other two.
And if y'all looking
Instagram,
for
definitely.
a car, I'm surprised we ain't plugged this man yet.
Man, plug
if you
this
looking
man.
for a car,
Oh, I'm a car salesman, you guys. So you know, holler at me.
What you said, cars at me?
I ain't gonna tell you why I sell it at, but I'm a car salesman.
All
If
right.
you need a car, holler at me. That's all I can say.
Man, look, check out mine, bro. It's on Instagram. It is at UTHOR _
You Thor?
author. Don't play me, man.
you
On
know,
Twitter,
I just learned that Arthur, the
I did
at
too.
is the A.
Yeah, I seen that shit earlier.
yeah, man.
A couple of weeks ago. I was like, damn, that
It's
shit
genius.
decent.
It's very
Yeah, I
genius,
know,
but
right?
nobody gets it.
Genius.
Nobody gets it.
Why? Because they're not on my level.
But if you find a woman that get it, oh, I get it. That's attractive, huh?
I'm nutting
That's a
it.
green flag.
What if that's the only box she checked?
That's fine.
I'm gonna make this a clip and tag you in it, and I'm gonna share it to your page.
I'm busting in it. Just be warned. My Twitter and my Snapchat is at 4th year junior. Cause she only a senior once.
Say it again.
My brain didn't even compute that.
God damn it.
4th year junior.
4th year junior.
Yeah, cause you only a senior once, man.
Yeah, y'all want to be a 5th year senior, huh?
Yeah.
So okay, I got it.
Cause I
4th year
damn was a
junior.
5th year senior.
Okay.
That's I was like a
I was
6
a
year.
fifth year singer too,
I
my guy.
was a junior for
Shit.
2 years,
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, 4th year junior.
95 IISSX. Jacktown Classics with the X.
Of course, I love Tap Water personal page, Tapped in Reviews, liquor review page, Tapped in Reviews anywhere else. Man, we Googleable at this point. So tap in reviews on Google. You should see some liquor reviews pop up. And definitely TikTok, tap in reviews, Uncork'd podcast. We got those rolling out. So yeah.
Can I get 2 shout outs before we cut it?
Go ahead.
First shout out is to the Murals. You follow them on Instagram. She gonna be doing most of the promotion for between me and her, most of the promotion for Act Accordingly. And 2, because I'm wearing a hoodie. Shout out to Juice City Apparel.
Yes, sir.
You know, doing big things. We still need that Jacktown Classics line, but you know, whatever. We'll figure it out.
We working on it.
We working on
They
it.
working on it.
Y'all see that hoodie?
We not.
Tap got on.
But we are.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Uncork'd, the podcast.
The podcast.
It is hoodie season. So
Hoodie
make sure
season.
you gotta get some
Don't
one
let
of
these females
Oh,
take your
both
good
of them.
hoodies.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yes, sir.
You said don't let these female what?
Don't let these females take your good hoodies.
Let me tell you.
Give them the bullshit ones.
You'll never leave with my hoodie.
Yes.
I'm gonna give me an Uncork'd podcast hoodie. You can't have my hoodie. What the fuck?
Hell no.
I'd
Buy one.
rather buy you a hoodie. You ain't
You don't
getting
take
one
mine.
of mine.
Just put a little spritz of your
I'll
cologne
tell
on
you
so
what,
you can feel
I'll buy
special.
you one
Exactly.
and
Get
I'll
it?
wear it for like a day and then I give it to you.
So you got your scent on it.
you can do
Huh?
that.
Yeah.
So when they put it on, they think about you. Huh?
Right. Like, ew. Get
Except
this shit out
never
of
when
me.
you come in.
Put some gain on this shit, brother. What's wrong with you? Put some
You
rings.
gotta put your best cologne on it.
Yep.
At bun number 9. Ooh.
You said bod.
Bun.
Mine's is lucky you.
Mine is the black bottle Perfumo. I can't even think of it. That shit so fire. I get so many compliments on it.
I got a couple.
I
Bun number 9.
I ain't got no cooch
Dubai.
off there yet, but I got compliments.
That purple bar.
My top 2 is Mesmerized Black and Aquadesia.
I can't even spell it.
Let me tell you, I was out once with a young lady, and I had on some Mesmerized Black, and this is a young lady who, never mind. So basically, she told me to tell her what I was wearing. I didn't tell her, but she wanted me to tell her what I was wearing so that she could buy it and use it for
No.
What the fuck?
I'm not giving you. I'm not giving you.
not for her man.
She
but
wanted?
for her
Damn.
pleasure.
Oh.
She a weird one.
She was gonna turn off
She's
the
a
lights,
weird
put
She
some
was
counters
gonna-
on,
she was
spray
gonna
that shit around.
Think of me while
get
she
that
was
little
doing her
rose thing.
thing.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
Without
Yeah, I
you
get what you're
being there?
saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Get a pillow or something, hump it or something. I don't know what y'all women do.
Listen, they
Pillow,
are
huh?
very ingenuitive when it comes to self-pleasure.
Right.
From
They
what
got
I've
so
heard.
many things they can do, bro. We just tug.
Essentially. It's either
All
going
we
to be
do
wet or
is
it's going to be
tug,
dry.
bro. All we do is tug. Women, they can do all kind of shit.
That's neither here nor there.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Uncork'd.
My flag, my flag, yeah. My flag, my flag, yeah. My flag, my flag, yeah. My flag, my flag.
Lil' young nigga count hundreds.
My flag.
Black flag, red flag, and it's hanging off my fucking pants. When you see us and we swagged out, doing that battlefield dance. We clapping hands, we snapping fingers, we jigging to the fucking max. Bouncing in this club, even security know we fucking strapped. You seen the news, you heard the stories, we'll tote these flags for nothing, boy. This pistol that I'm toting, don't make me fucking use it, boy. It's murder when you out west. Don't nobody get no fucking sleep. We pop pills and serve joggers, we trap it out all week. Lil' young niggas count hundreds, straight thuggin' in this bitch. Bust out a hooked up with P.S. so you know we thuggin' in this bitch. From this street to Evergreen, got everybody rockin' flags. That only mean one thing, don't end up in no body bag.
My flag, yeah. My flag, my flag.